Jesus now is
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
We've been getting a lot of letters recently that I wanted to share with you, and here are just a few. Is Greg around here today? But I'm not going to read this stuff. Go wait till he's here. Here's just a sampling, you guys, of some mail that we've been getting recently, and I like to share some of these things with you. See, Slidell, Louisiana. And he says, "Dear Pastor Bob, you and your church are truly a blessing. I heard about your ministry through a tape of deliverance and received your newsletter in the mail. I thank the Lord that you have a burden to reach the culture of people that seem forgotten in rock and roll culture. We send missionaries all over the world, but few see the vision of reaching the continent of rock and roll. As a youth pastor, I'm in desperate need of some simple, relevant, up-to-date discipleship materials for teens and youth. Can you help? Can we use your Dragon Slayers and Rad Studies? I would really appreciate it." And this is Pastor Dave. We've sent it out. You know what? We've been getting a lot of youth pastors that are using the discipleship course. And are excited about using it for their youth group, so that's great. Youth pastors are ready to do that. This is from Jan. She says, "Dear Steve," Steve one wrote the discipleship manual, "and staff at Sanctuary. I just had to write and tell you how excited I am to be able to get into your Bible studies. I received my first month's study yesterday, and my spirit just leaped with joy inside me. I'm able to carry a Walkman around my work, so I stuck that tape in there, and as I was tossing mail, I heard the word of God. Awesome. I'm telling people here I work with about the series, and they seem very enthusiastic about the opportunity you guys have to reach out to young people. I was praying for so long about why I couldn't get the word more into my heart instead of just my head. I felt all the time, like James describes about the man looking at myself in the mirror and then walking away and forgetting his image. Every morning I would get up early to read the word, and as the day would go by, I'd forget what I had studied. There was something missing in my study structure. I read the words, but somehow they weren't infiltrating my spirit. I prayed and prayed for God to help me with this problem, and I learned about your Bible study series, and things fell into place. The music on the tape is exactly the type of music I enjoy listening to. Pastor Bob brings the message home in a gentle, loving way. I hope to be able to come out there soon and check out Sanctuary as a visitor. I'm really enthusiastic about what you people are doing for the Lord. It's refreshing. Rock and roll refuge? You bet.
Oh, that's right.
Sanctuary!
Breakfast at the Precious Death House, and it's going to be $2 a person.
Look at
It'll
that
cover
thing.
all your chow, and it starts at 9:30. And what else?
I ain't cooking.
9:30, $2 next Sunday. That's it. Oh, directions. Well, you have to come and see me in the back for that, because I'm not going to give it now. But anyway, it's real easy to get to. It's no problem. So I'll give you directions in the back if you guys need it. So it's $2 to Sherry, and they'll have a sign-up sheet in the back. And if you guys don't have the $2 today, drop it off to Tom sometime this week at the Sanctuary House, and you guys are set. Okay? All right.
Oh, we can off. Sanctuary. Are you filming? Right. This is Tom S. Kohler,
Ken Sheehan.
Ken Sheehan, also known as the Ultimate Roadie. And today, January 2nd, 1992, our object will be to film the Sanctuary offices. So this is Tom S. Ken S. First off, what you want to notice is this is where we're located. Rockefeller
Lane.
and Phelan, not the Phelan, Phelan. Rockefeller and Phelan. That's the intersection we're on. Okay, now hear me. Okay, one of the first things you want to notice, walk this way, Rick. Walk this way. One of the first things you want to notice
There's a truck in the street.
is right here, this new patch of tar. Here, down here. Can you see that there's a certain somebody wrote their name in here? Can you see that? Right here. T-O-N.
That spells Tom, everybody.
That spells Tom. Okay, come hither. Let us go on the tour. You notice, as you will, the pine trees, beautiful blue sky. Even though it is January 2nd and a lot of people are miserable in snow and stuff, hence we're standing here in shorts as it is in warm weather. So pray tell, let us continue on. Hang loose. Hang loose.
Why?
Hang loose.
Bill's not here yet.
This is our mailbox. This is our mailbox. 2420 is the address here. 2420.
Rockefeller Lane.
What else do we gotta show? Why don't you just come over here, Mick, and we'll, why don't you just show, see, 2420. 2420. Right there. 2420. Ken, why don't you model off our beautiful sanctuary sign? Notice he's wearing a crucified jacket. 2420. Also, some other interesting points. Here, Mick. What we do when we're boarding the office, we do gymnastics, such as the famous fence. We jump up here and we balance. Like, wow. A lot of times we also straddle the fence, which in and of itself is not good.
And, notice here,
Oh, notice here.
another person wrote his name in cement. The tar. T-O-M. Spells Tom.
Now here's
You say
another
Tom?
thing we do for fun around here.
Climb telephone poles.
I never knew you could do this until about 3 weeks ago. Until I tried it and I found that I could do it. All you have to do to climb a pole is jump. That's it.
Keep going until you get to the wires. Touch the wires.
Okay.
The phones went down last week when he tried that.
That phone in mine.
He jacked up the phone.
Okay, let us go inside.
Let's go in the house. Hold on.
Ken, do I got snot in my nose?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I think we're all right.
Sure, there's some way up in there.
First, you might want to notice the cheap generic. No, over here. Over here. You want to notice the cheap little Christian bumper stickers, you know, Elvis is dead, Jesus lives, die happy, blah, 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 blah. Great job, Andy.
Our beautiful green door.
First off, in entering the office,
Come on in.
we notice the closet space. Wonderfully organized. We see that it's very messy. Very messy. But here we have such things like you people that get birthday cards, birthday card envelopes, slides for pictures. And here we have cords. Cords. Okay, now as we come over here, okay, do the big 180, eh? Over here we have the mailboxes. Here we have all the mailboxes for different things such as the bands, like a certain band known as the Crucified. Okay, this is the Crucified's box. This is where the Crucified puts their mail.
Where we put their mail.
Notice it has a little bit more mail than Deliverance does. Nonetheless, here we have Pastor Bob's box. When you guys write Pastor Bob, so this is where your letters go. Right there. Right, let's continue on. Oh, before we go, here's our bulletin board where we have people who need bands, such as Gorgitation of the Pure needs a drummer for immediate gigging. Call Alan Clayton, 326-2962, and this is what Alan looks like. This is Celebrate New Year's Eve at Knott's, which was yesterday. And, yeah, plenty of other things. Anyways, moving on. Now, why don't you go for a big panoramic sweep of the room? Well, in the meantime, me and Ken will just put on a little bit of the Crucified, and we'll just kind of walk around here for a while. Meanwhile, I'll just get the panoramic sweep. Don't mind us, we're just watching. Panama jacket, out. Another thing you might want to point out, Ken, Mick, is that this counter provides, this is known as a stage. For those who like the stage side, you can see that you can just jump on here, just dive into people.
Like that.
It's a good diving platform. Okay. Now with the lovely accompanying music, let us just pan around and just show the office as it is. Number one, the most important facet is the stereo. This is where we listen to such sweet, serene sounds as the Crucified. here too. This is where we put up labels and stuff like that for newsletters and envelopes and stuff. Over here, we have my computer. It is an SE30. See? SE30. Today's New Year's day after, so I'm not working. But this is my computer. See? That's just to show you that I'm official office person.
Sure.
Right. This is a laser writer. Laser writer. This is what we print up all our letters on. Okay? Over here we have another computer. This is a generic computer that people do artwork on and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Here is our tape duplicator. And this is where we run up all our tapes, teaching tapes, red correspondence tapes with all the beautiful music on it and stuff. Up here we have a role model. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Mr. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. A lot of people say I look like him, but, you know, I think that's just a coincidence. Okay, let us continue on. Here we have the copy machine. This is a nice copy machine.
Very nice.
This is what we run off all our books on. Our correspondence courses, newsletters, everything like that, we run off on this copy machine. As you see, it is a large copy machine. Very nice, very nice. Yes.
Very nice.
Very nice. And here we have yet another role model.
Calvin.
Calvin. As in Calvin and Hobbes. Yes. Over here we have yet another role model. The Crucified. Right. The Crucified. They are a role model as well. Continuing onward, let's see, where else should we go?
See the artwork.
Did you get the artwork, Nick?
Artwork. That's artwork by Alan Clayton.
From Cogitation of the Fuhrer, as you will. Right. That's for the Dragon Slayer manual, boys and girls. Here we have some other artwork. Thought-provoking as well. Over here, you might want to notice that this is my family. This is my wonderful sister Jennifer, who, by the way, is single. This is me. This is my brother.
Andy.
This is my father. Some people say he's my brother, but he's actually my father. And yes, he is going to Thailand. What's your image?
But then are you proud of yourself?
Okay, let's go over here. Okay, follow me. Over here, we have what's known as the Associate Pastor's Lounge.
And Kim
or
said.
office. Now what we have here, this is where we do such counseling. Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you a scenario here. Here I am, I'm associate pastor. Ken sets up an appointment to talk to me. Ken comes up to me and he says,
I've got problems. I just can't deal with my problems.
oh, pray tell, brother, what are your problems?
It's just too many to number. I don't know.
I see.
I don't
And
know where
hence-
to begin.
Then I would
My
open...
life is in shambles. What should I do, old
Well-
Thomas?
Well, I'd like to make time for your problems, Ken, but I'm in the middle of a tour. Romans 8:28. Okay. So anyways, this is where they counsel people. This is where they meet with people. We have small meetings in here. I meant to do that. This is where I pick up pencils and put them back in. A lot of people, when they work here late at night, they sleep on the couch. Over here we have miscellaneous
Item.
storage. As you notice, we are in a house, not in an office building, therefore we don't have a lot of storage. So therefore, we store anything, anywhere we can. Nonetheless, continuing onward, here we see, ladies and gentlemen, the 1-800 answering machine. This is a machine when you call 1-800-522, wait, no.
548.
548-5222. Well, you guys know the one in the albums. This is where it goes. It goes right into here, and you hear Pastor Bob say,
Hi, this is Pastor Bob, and thank you for calling Sanctuary. To be added to our...
nonetheless, you call, and you hear Bob's message, and then you leave your message, and then I come here early in the morning, and I go, oh boy, I can't wait to get all these names off. And I write them down, and I mail you your stuff.
Tom. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm busy at work here, Ken. It's
A likely story.
it's 8 o'clock. Time for the office to open. Therefore, we're going to turn the office on by switching the phones to the office. See, right now it's on a message that says, hi, we can't get to the phone because the office is closed, so we're going to switch it to a message that says essentially, hello, we are open. That is what we're doing right now, see? Transferring the phones. A pretty updated thing we got here, huh? Yep. And that's it.
With Tom, we're checking the messages that people leave on the 800 number. And Tom is busy writing down the messages.
You'll notice that there's more toilet paper in here. I can't figure out why we have toilet paper all over the house.
Brian Wills.
Brian Wills. Brian Wills is calling us.
1505 Grant. ANYHARD WRORDS.
Grant.
For Colorado, 80203. Eight, 3, 9, 5, 3, 6, 1.
See, we got about 25 calls to 50 calls a day of people like this that call up and they want information and stuff.
Hi, this is your weirdest compadre out here in Colorado. I got the stuff on the LDS today. I want to thank you very much. You've been very faithful to send stuff to me as I've asked for it. Don't have a whole lot of money, but you know, whenever you guys put out a project, that I will pick it up and support you in that way. And when you come out to Denver, I will support you in that way as well. If I have any extra money, I'll do what I can. But you know, it's only Jesus who can do the loaves and fishes for me. So God bless you and keep it up. I'll be here to support you tonight.
See, we get these messages off. Some people say thank you, some people say they want information about Christ, other people say they want information about the church.
January.
That's what we're doing right now. Right now.
Bill Petrie.
Like Mr. Bill Petrie. Bill Petrie.
1920 Greendale Drive, Cleveland, Tennessee, 373.
For my joy has been restored. Is this for the video? Yeah. Cool. Then I jump. Okay. This is fun? Yeah. We're actually doing this. It's not just a bunch of talk. We're really doing this. Look at this. Look at this. We're really doing this. This is real 24-track tape. Wow. Toy professional.
Hello, this is Jim McGrady speaking. Here is Don Zoot, Vanessa, and Jenny, Sherry, and Mike. Over there. Hi. I just ate a Big Del burrito from Del Taco. It was really good. We're here at the mixing lab doing Sanctuary Praise. And did you already go in there?
Yeah.
You already went in there, okay.
They just did.
And Dave, Chum Chop, and Rod Van Beek are recording Exaltum All Ye Little Children. C, G, E, A minor, D, I think you know. I sing the harmony. Then another one of these.